Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode, we finished up this farm and began working on, actually no, I think we finished that up before, but we began working on this guy, which is the Jaded Amaranthus plant flower farm. And yeah, figuring out how to dispense water and then undispense water with every tick of this timer has been very difficult. I tried using what's known as a dual edge detector. I used one. Honestly, they take up a lot of room, and I don't really want anything like that there. But basically what those do is what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to detect whenever redstone changes. So whenever there's a flash like that, it would detect when the redstone is going from off to on and then on to off. And there are circuits to do that. There's a lot of vanilla stuff. In fact, in 1.10, 1.9, whenever it was introduced, the observer block is actually really good at that because it detects changes. And that's basically what you're doing, what needs to be done. But I think we're not going to use this timer. I have plans for something else that's going to work that I've never actually used, but I've seen it used. So we'll see how good it does. Also, this chest is filling up a lot slower now, which is good. And there is one last thing I want to do, and that's get another diamond chest over with the Botania stuff. Do I have... No diamond chest. Alright, so let's get some upgrades. So there's that one, and then we're going to need... let's see, we're going to need wood to iron, and iron to gold. No, that's silver to gold. I want iron to gold. Alright, cool. So what we're going to do is we're just going to upgrade this chest right here, and this will be the flower chest. So wood to iron, iron to gold, gold to diamond. And we'll start storing flowers in there soon enough. Yeah. Now, one other thing that we're going to have to do, and what I'll do, eventually I'll have rows of stuff. So we're going to have diamonds, mana diamonds, pixie dust will go there, mana pearls there, redstone, all this stuff can kind of go in the corner because it's used for a lot of different things, but not really anything we want. So let's do something like this. So iron, that way we can have blocks of stuff, and then all of the flowers will be up there. Living rock and living wood will be stored in here. If I ever need to upgrade those chests, I can. Not a big deal. Getting a lot of mana from this. I want to test a little bit. So let's see, does this guy, he does not have any mana. If we throw him in here, he has mana, but he's not working. That's the important thing. I don't want him working yet. Eventually I will get some stuff down here, and we're going to hook up applied energistics over in this area eventually. And what we'll do is I'll have like a Kiki Mirrors with a mana spreader, and I'll have an export bus to put cake. No, I'm gonna have a formation plane. That's what I want, to make cakes. That's gonna be a little ways off, but what we're going to do today is finish this farm, and then we're gonna work with dimlets again. There's some stuff with that I want to work towards, but let's get the block that I want. So what we're going to be using, and I made a thing, RF Tools Manual, which this guy was really easy to make, by the way, just a book and some redstone. But this guy will teach you, hey, there's logic gates. RF Tools also has redstone stuff, and the thing we're going to be using is a sequencer. So it should be pretty easy to make. Let's see if we can make one. I think we're missing, yeah, the machine base, which is, wow, that is incredibly cheap. So let's go ahead and get this guy, so the sequencer. Now, this is going to be somewhat complicated, but not too bad. So what we can do, not place it like that. We're going to want to place it like this. Now, this looks complicated, but it's not that bad, actually. So what we're going to do is each of these boxes, there's, what, 64, I think, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, yeah. There's 64 boxes, and we can click them, enable or disable. Enable means it sends a redstone signal. Disabled means it doesn't. So what we can do is enable, and the delay is in ticks. I want a delay of 5 ticks. So what we'll do is, actually let's do 8 ticks, because I think it's 26 per second, I think. I could be wrong on that. So every half a second. And what we're going to do is we're going to enable, and then enable like here. So actually something like that. So that'll give us a enable 10 ticks later, disabled 10 ticks later, enabled. So that's going to be a second. Let's do 5 ticks, and let's see how this works. So this isn't too bad, and this is all I'm going to want. This is literally all we're going to do. We're just going to have it turn on for a little bit, turn off for a bit, and then turn right back on, and then turn off for a long time. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to, I think what I want is loop 4. Loop the cycle when redstone signal is present, restart on no signal. So right now, if we put this guy here, you can see it flashes, and then it waits for a while, and it's going to wait for quite a while, because it's 5. So it's 5 ticks between each of these boxes, and then here soon we'll see it flash a couple more times, and that's basically what we want. And then we turn this off. This will start working, which is not what I want. So we're going to have to knot this, or we could knot the other one. No, I have to. I did make a knot gate. Oh, I thought I did. I made a NOR gate. So let's just make a knot gate because it's pretty simple, and honestly, it's going to be easier. And what we'll do is redstone. So I believe I can pick this up, and it saves everything. So redstone signal on. I want this to be off. I don't know why. Oh, I still have the timer. And redstone signal off. Yes, that's exactly what I want. That is a NOT gate. That's pretty simple. And then we put our sequencer down, and it keeps everything like it had before. And so when I turn that on, it'll do that once, and then cycle through. Perfect. Now all we have to do is hook this up to the redstone, and this should work pretty easily, pretty simply too. I didn't think about using the sequencer. I've recently discovered the sequencer and kind of understood how it works, but I do need to turn these guys back on and get facades and all that, make it look nice, but we'll do that later. But yeah, now we flip this switch. It does that. It makes flowers. It then proceeds, after a little bit, it'll do that again. And there we go. Perfect. That is actually working exactly how I want it. So we have another achievement. Wrong book. I have too many books in my inventory. We have another achievement. So we just created an automatic flower farm with Jade and Amaryllis. There's only one last thing to do, and that is to deal with mana, but we'll deal with that later. And the other minor thing is just getting this nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Let's look at mystical, I guess just mystical flowers. So we want white, orange. I like doing them in the order, just because it makes it easier to find stuff. Light blue. Next is yellow, then lime, then pink, then gray, then light gray, which we don't have any, then cyan, purple, blue, brown, green we don't have, and there we go. And then honestly I can do this up here with that. We'll put pasture seeds there, and then this row underneath will be for the petals. So yeah, once we get the other flowers, like right there's light gray, we just put those where they belong, and it will stack quite nicely. So the next one, the only one that we need still is green. Okay, so let's just, we have a green. Cool. So we're going to turn that back on. The green will go out of place, but everything else will be fine. So we do that, and we're good. Perfect. So we have 2 automated farms for Botania. We can do all the stuff in Botania that we want to. So that's actually really awesome. That's super simple too. Now with Botania, the last things we need to do is the Ritual of Gaia. We'll get to that another time. That's going to be a nice fight, but I don't want to do it today. Today, what I want to do, let's dump off basically anything we don't need. Let's grab the Lexica Botania. We'll take that over. And honestly, we don't need this guy. Not today. Alright, so let's dump all this stuff in here. We have all these flowers. I will get those moved over. And we could do another row. We could do 3. We could do something like this and then have the crushed if we wanted, but I don't think we're going to use that as often. So I'll probably keep that in there. But yeah, so let's see. Lexica Botania, all this stuff can go in here, and the living rock goes in there. Perfect. So it's almost night. We can sleep soon and get rid of this rain. Then the next thing I want to work on is RF tools. We need to get something going with this guy, and honestly, trying to wait for dimlets isn't gonna work. And honestly, we have a lot of stuff. Can I sort these by rarity? Yes, I can. So we have some pretty rare dimlets. We have some rarity 5. We have some rarity 4s. We have a lot of basic rarities. Rarity 1s. Rarity 0s as well. And honestly, those aren't good. I don't really want those. So what can we do with those? Well, we have a couple options. We could destroy them. There is a couple dimlet things we can do. So the dimlet workbench allows you to actually make dimlets. You can deconstruct dimlets into individual parts and then reconstruct new dimlets. Now that would be good, except in order to get the dimlet we want, which is the dragon, any of the mob dimlets requires so you have the mob type controller, but in order to make this you also need a RF tool syringe for that mob. So we'd have to resurrect the dragon, use a syringe on it to get more dragons, to get the dimlet. So yeah, and then that's not going to work with the draconic ore, which is also what I'd like to get, the draconium ore, because we can't actually get that at all, as far as I'm aware. So there's no use for that. Now both of those dimlets are, I believe, rarity 6. Yeah, they're pretty rare. So we're going to make something that's going to get rid of the lower ones and make the better ones. Like I said, we could use the workbench, but that's not going to work too well just because getting the other pieces that we need is going to be near impossible. The dragon, not so much, but the draconium ore, yes. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to make, if I can spell, oh hey, we do have some dimensional shards. That's good. I don't know how I got those. Are those found in Activity Pros, Machine Infuser? That's going to be something we're going to want later. What is that quarry? Silk quarry. Okay. I didn't want uses. I want recipes. Whoops. Are these found in loot bags? They are. Of course. Alright, so we have a few dimensional shards, but we're probably going to want more. But what we're going to want is a Dimlet Scrambler. So this guy is really cool. He takes 3 known dimlets, of which at least 2 should be non-craftable, and returns a new random dimlet. Infusing it will increase our chances of getting better dimlets. So what we can do, let's see, I figured we were missing those guys, but there's the machine frame. And let's real quick get rid of this rain. So what it's going to do is allow us to put in 2 dimlets that we don't want, and it will return a new dimlet that is eventually it will be either the same quality or better. So that is a good way to get these higher rarity dimlets. So we just do this, and we're gonna need some power lines. So let's get some resonant flux ducts. Should only need 1. We're gonna put it right here. Actually, we can just break this one. Kills the power to all that stuff, but not anymore. Cool, so let's place down the Dimlet Scrambler. And yeah, so we'll need to infuse it. We'll get to the infuser. Actually, let's go ahead and make an infuser. So machine infuser. Now you can also infuse these. It reduces power consumption. I don't really care about that. We just need another machine frame. So gold nuggets. Let's craft some of those. And let's get the infuser. So how the infuser works, and then this one we'll put down here. So we will actually need, oh wait, no, that doesn't require power. So let's see, could we put it here? I guess we could. So let's just grab those. Having to redo power lines all the time. So the machine infuser. So you could infuse the machine. That is a thing you can do, but don't really need to. Let's be honest. If it's all that it's doing is using less power, then who cares? But what we can do is if we had more dimensional shards, which we don't have that many. We have 1. Actually, we have 5 left. I think it takes 256. So what is that? 4 stacks? 4 stacks of dimensional shards to infuse the machine. Do we have? I think it was epics, wasn't it? Yep, epics. So do we have? We could have a lot of epics. So let's just go over here. We have our guy right here. Just right click, and we got 5 more. That's not much. We got some thaumium. That's nice. Most of the stuff I'm just gonna throw all of it in here. Pink slime's nice, but most of the stuff I don't really care about. So yeah, that's not a really good way to get dimensional shards. So there is a dimensional shard dimlet. Wolf's biome swampland. I'd hate to see that we get what we wanted. Rather, ooh, no rain. That's nice. Dark purple. Biome Hell, Sky, Green Fog, Liquid Seared Stone, that's kind of nice, Liquid Witch's Brew, Weakness 2, and Mob Default. So we look at rarities. Okay, there we go. Let's see. We could take a rarity 2. Rarity 2. We actually have quite a few rarity 2s, so let's take some rarity 2s. And what we'll do is we'll put them in here. We'll put 3 of them in here. It will scramble them up, and it'll give us a random one. And we got a really bad one. But I can do this pretty much permanently. I don't think this is craftable, so 3 of the same will give us nothing really good. So what we're going to want to do is infuse this. Now, here's the thing. Let's get our Trauma Dislocation, Plutonium, Endstone. Let's go to the Endstone one. Let's make sure that dimension has plenty of power. It has exactly no power. So let's go ahead. Oop, wrong one. Put it in there. There we go. So we should be able to go here. Oh yeah, I forgot this one's so weird. Alright, let's fly over this direction. This is really cool looking, but it's really, really disorienting. Oh my god, all the squids. Those poor squids. So there's a house right here, and I want to see... Hey, there's nodes here. That's kind of neat. I want to see... So, why 40? Nothing. Okay, so... Oh, I'm hungry. You're tiny. Ow. So I was trying to see... We need to find dimensional ore. This world is not going to give us that. So let's just go to the cow pasture. It'll be easy enough. We haven't been here in a while. Bunch of guys there. Home base. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have to get some more dimlets. To get more dimensional shards. So that we can get more stuff. So that'll be something I'll probably work on between episodes. I can't actually use that drawer. That's not good. Do we have more compacting drawers? Can we make more? I mean, if we get some stone, pistons, and drawers, so let's get another piston. Stone, let's order up like 100 of that. And we'll put some more cobblestone in there. And then some sort of drawer. Really doesn't matter. Do I not have any planks? Oh, I have jungle wood planks. Alright, so now we should be able to get a compacting drawer. Alright, so we're going to have to kind of mess around with this guy. Let's get all of that stuff out, and eventually we're going to set up a cobblestone farm probably down here. So let's just do this for right now. We're going to put cobblestone, and that's going to give us a double compressed, and then we're going to use the double compressed to get to let's see, quadruple. And if we put triple compressed in there, we can get up to sextuple. Cool. So what we'll do is we'll have some sort of I don't know, cobblestone generator. We could use either an igneous extruder. A resonant one of these would be really good. Can we? Do I have that on autocraft? That'd be really cool if I did. I don't remember. I can make the basic one. Or we could do transfer nodes, but you know what? This would be kind of easier. I could just let it run. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's get some machine frames. Electrum gear. Let's see, do we have signalum? Nope, we don't have any of that stuff. So we're going to need hardened glass, which I can craft. Let's go ahead and get 10 of that. Why not? We're going to need some more signalum, which I can craft. And we're going to need a gear once all this crafting is done. It's going to take it a little bit, because actually the induction smelter is what does the hardened glass, which is really nice. And then we have Enderium. We have plenty of Enderium. So let's see if we can't get... well, I knew that I didn't have the gear. Can we get that? Yes. Alright, so there is the reinforced. And we just need this guy. Honestly, we could probably go ahead and teach our system how to make the resonant machine frames. I don't know that that's needed, but I mean, we could. While we're here, let's get these upgrades. Do they all take... Okay. Let's get augment. We're gonna need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Easy, easy, easy. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to need the Igneous Extruder. We're going to just go ahead and make a new one. So piston, 2 copper gears. Because we might use that basic one later for... did that again. We might use the basic one later for like obsidian. So Igneous Extruder. There we go. We have a resonant Igneous Extruder, and what we can do is just come down here and place this honestly right here. F7. Make sure everything's well lit. So can you output there? We're gonna put augments, those augments. Now it's gonna make a stack at a time. We just need to get a bucket of water and a bucket of lava, which should both be pretty easy. I don't even know if it just needs a single bucket or if I need to put more, or what's gonna be the best way, but this will make stacks at a time. And it should be putting them in here. The numbers are increasing. So what we can do now is, what's going to be the easiest way to do this? I think the easiest way is going to be to use filters from this guy. So we're going to need more paper. We don't have that much stuff. Sugarcane. There we go. We need more sugarcane, so let's get a little bit more sugarcane. And what we're going to do is make... Let's see, we're going to need 2 more sets. It's 2 filters. Will that be enough? Extract that. Extract that. Yes, that'll be enough. And then we need our item conduits. I had to think about how I was going to do this. So I believe I can extract from the top. Hopefully we can. But this will just be one of these guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell this to extract on green. We're going to put a basic filter. And I don't have... Okay, so that is quadruples, yes. So double, double, yes. Okay, so extract on green, double compressed. I did not mean to do that. So configured. Yeah, double compress, extract on green, always active. So anytime this gets a double compressed, it should extract. And I want this to be in out, insert on green, extract on brown, and it's going to extract the quadruple, always active. So we should see this is empty of that. And as soon as we turn, so this has 1 currently. Actually, we'll put 2. We'll put this insert on brown. So that's going to put the quadruples in here. And it will make sextuples for us. Once we have 81 sextuples, we have an octuple compressed cobblestone. So this is just going to run for the next forever until we get that. It is going to be relatively fast. I think there are some more speed augments that we could put in this. Yeah. But I don't know if these work. How bad is it to make? They're not that expensive. So let's, you know what? I have them in here. Let's take these out for a second just to see if they work in here. I don't think they will. I mean, we still need to have that. And that doesn't seem to work. We can put them in there, but it doesn't seem to work. So, whatever. That's whatever. We can always put in other stuff. We can always upgrade that other ways. But for right now, honestly, it's working just fine. It's making, let's see, it makes a double pretty often. Because it's pretty much it's 81 cobblestone for a double compressed, so every 1.5 cycles. So that's not too bad. So I'm missing cobblestone. Alright, so we have that up and running. So basically the only thing left to do, I need to get more dimensional shards so that I can fuse my machines, specifically the Scrambler, so that when I take some dimlets out, things I have duplicates of, I get better things. Hey, special no animals, that's a rarity too. So that's slightly better. And then what I'll do is, once we get there, I could take, so let's see, I don't know what I want. Obsidian? I don't really want a dimlet of obsidian. But you know, I can come here, and I don't know, these do different things, but we have a special no animal, which we just got. Time noon, so we have a whole bunch of dimlet 2s, and what I can do is take high level dimlets and make even better ones. That doesn't always work, but if we infuse it, it will be a little bit better about that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up, I don't know what dimension, I'm going to figure out a good dimension. Not the plutonium. Actually, we could probably do the plutonium. That's not that expensive. Let's go there real quick. I just want to see some stuff. So yeah, this is how this one looks. There are all these basalts. Y level 40 is where dimensional shards can start spawning. So I don't know if these things, these orbs, which one are these made of? Marble. Can have dimensional shards or not. But it looks like we have some right there. That's what I want to see. Oh my god, and the plutonium spilling out of that orb. So this is dimensional shard ore. Do we have fortune on this? We do. And let's grab our magnet. So I'm going to try to find some of the stuff and get basically as much of the dimensional shard ore as we can. We don't really need the plutonium right now, so I'm not too worried about that. Kind of go through all this stuff, hopefully find some good dimlets, and we'll get plenty of unknown dimlets, and kind of continue doing all the work with the dimlets. And next time, hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit more, maybe make a dragon age, and have some fun killing a bunch of dragons. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got quite a bit done, despite kind of jumping around and everything, but it happens. But we still got a lot done, so that's all that matters. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!